Hey everybody, Boris, I'm speaking Forex. Welcome to the weekly technicals for the commodity dollars for Aussie dollar, dollar CAD, Kiwi dollar, July 22nd, July 26, 2019. Com dollars crept up this week, mainly because of dollar weakness, mainly based because of the idea that U.S. rates maybe continue to go down beyond 25 basis points, and that certainly is having a positive impact on the comms as we move forward. So the levels inched up just slightly. It's clearly a very slow move, but definitely a slow move to the upside. Aussie now is 70 support, resistance is 71. Dollar CAD really probing that 130 level and probably looks the healthiest of all of the comms. We'll take a look at the charts in just a second. 3150 is the resistance. And Kiwi stretched out, but basically came to a head at the 68 level at this point. The calendar very quiet this week as far as com dollars goes. We do have a little bit of Kiwi data with trade balance and exports. We're actually bullish that data set. So that starts out on Tuesday. We'll take a look at that in just 1 second. And that's, I think, is it. There's nothing. There's not even CAD data this week. We did have CAD data today. On Friday, it was mildly negative, but CAD reversed that price action. That's a very, very bullish signal. I'll take a look at that in just a second. So let's look at the charts here and see what's going on. Here's Aussie. Aussie, I think clearly from a bigger point of view, what you see here is a clean, clear structural uptrend, right? We have higher lows, higher highs, slowly but surely creeping up. But this 71 is a very, very big resist level. And we got rejected right now. It's possible for us to kind of trade back to the 70s. But really, it's going to be very much a dollar trade at this point. We're going to see just how dovish the Fed sounds in front of the FOMC the week after. But this week is kind of a quiet break week ahead of it. Very little communication before the event itself. So hard to say where we're going to go and what's going to happen. Whether dollar flows are going to be at all bid. But I think if you have an anti-dollar trade here, you certainly have a chance to probe the 71s in Aussie. At very minimum, I think Aussie finds support of the 70s if we have any kind of profit-taking front of the week. I like this on a relative basis, especially against the other com dollars. We'll take a look at the crosses in just 1 second. I'll discuss what's up there. Kiwi looks a little bit more stretched. Kiwi following Aussie to the uptrend. Clearly a very, very sharp uptrend here with higher highs and higher lows. But because it does look a little stretched, there's a possibility here that we could come back to the 67, especially if we have any kind of a dollar rally next week. But even on a relative strength basis, Kiwi, I think, could potentially come in. We don't have, as I said, any kind of significant data in front of us. Now, the one pair that looks really interesting and very strong is actually the caddy. Because here's the interesting story with CAD. We've been talking about this 130 support level for such a long time. This is the 500 SMA, which is also right around here. This is this massive amount of confluence of levels for dollar Canada. And it has flirted with it for the last couple of weeks. We've come up, come up, come up, come up. We were basically coming down close to 130, then bopping up back up to 131. What's interesting about today's price action is that we had negative news and positive price action, meaning that we ran up and then that whole negative news got rejected, left a nice big wick on the daily, and we are again threatening to take out the 130. So if we do have any further dollar weakening, I think dollar CAD is going to be the primary beneficiary, or the Canadian dollar is going to be the primary beneficiary of dollar weakening. And we could, third or the fourth time, be the charm, take out the 130. Now, once 130 goes, that's a very, very significant level. And it certainly opens up first to 129, sort of like right around here. The 129 level is the initial support, and ultimately really a test all the way down to the 128. So we are at the crux here. If this level holds for a couple of days and we trade back up to 130, the whole structure of the trade changes. But for now, the impulse is to the Canadian dollar. And it looks like if we enter the week with any kind of dollar weakness, then the Canadian dollar is going to be one of the prime beneficiaries of that. And we could take out the 130s front of the week. That to me sets up for some interesting cross trades, which we're going to take a look at next.